I have friends that live literally one neighborhood over from Canton in Fells Point. And they know all the Fells Point bars. They have all their little spots that they go to week in, week out. And they know the bartenders and they get their specials. And I ask them about Of Love and Regret in Canton, Highlandtown. And they've never heard of the place. It's a great, phenomenal, interesting, historic Baltimore bar and restaurant. And they knew nothing about it. And there's just this almost dire need, that's a strong word, but this great need in Baltimore to expose people to these little gems, I always call them. And that's where Local Plunge comes in, and that's something that Kass and I are both passionate about.
You know, we sat down together and found that there were so many different neighborhoods and different venues in the city that people hadn't heard about, and we felt that we need to kind of get out there and create an experience to show people what was what existed in Baltimore.
Basically, the goal of Local Plunge is for my friends that live maybe in Towson or in the county or just in Mount Vernon or some other neighborhood, and they tend to stay in their neighborhood. We want them to, after being a part of Local Plunge for 6 months or a year, we want them to know Baltimore better than somebody that's lived in the city and stuck to their neighborhood for years. Because we're going to take them from neighborhood to neighborhood and show them the local, authentic scene that they wouldn't be exposed to otherwise. And that's really what Local Plunge comes down to, is authentic local experiences of Baltimore that you'd really have no other way of getting other than living in that neighborhood and just kind of bouncing around and finding those spots organically on your own.
Ryan and I had talked about this for months. You're getting access to great food, new drinks, but at the same time, the bartender's coming out, or the chef, or the restaurant owner who's been in Canton for 25 years, and he's going to come and sit with you and talk to you about the story, about how this restaurant came about, how the different neighborhoods have transformed over the years. Canton now is not Canton that it was 20 years ago. So you're getting that plus this great cuisine all wrapped into a 2-hour-long package.
You're going to get the experience of the proprietor or the brewmaster or the owner or the bartender, whoever it is that is steeped in this time and place in Baltimore, and is going to tell you what led them up to here, how this place came about, and what's going on in the neighborhood now, and why this beer is on tap, and how it complements this new bison burger, for example, that they got in on the menu, and how all these things come together to make it unique and interesting and authentic to this time and place in Baltimore. So Kass and I definitely hope to see you all there. Cheers, guys.